Dude, here we are. Yeah. Grab your bowls. Grab your joints. Grab your drinks. Grab whatever's gonna make you relax and sit here and waste your life listening to nothing. Oh, sweet. What's going on, Dick? How are you doing? This is basic, huh? This is it. Hold on. I'm sitting down. Baby should be in bed now. Gonna drop the link. Dinner was mediocre. It's an amazing restaurant, very expensive for what it is. But it was all right. Now, Chuck, I'd love if you possibly could come up tonight. I'd like to hear from you. Still no, huh? She's still not sleeping. The baby is still not asleep, folks. Wow, Jeffrey Phillips is getting a little hot over in Talcott's chat. Yeah, we're getting derailed. So dinner was all right. We went in there and we had some. Started with some lamb. They weren't even that good. Some lamb wontons. So thought it was going to be, a hit. Tasted delicious, but it was like super, super small. And then I had their famous burger and their truffle fries. Truffle fries, absolutely phenomenal. Their truffle fries are phenomenal. Their burger is award winning. The bun was soggy. Not the way we want to do things. But the dessert's where it's at. It was a donut with cannoli stuffing in it. Fucking fantastic. It's pretty insane what's going on here. So I think we're gonna hop on over and see what's going on with Jack for a second. Live, he's got 13 people watching. Let's give him some more until somebody comes up.
And the mind of man needs to be considered within the context of the time and the experience. Because I believe the interpretations, as I understand in my interactions and time spent looking into Islam, have not been, I admit my ignorance, but if you, based on my views, if you look at the influences of the time around, and it makes sense for a masculine separation from the feminine, not because of what is right, but because that's what people had been taught. John, my criticism
sure.
is the separation of genders. Okay, I don't believe that is appropriate. I don't believe man should be imagining and creating rules and expectations for others. But I believe we should be loving each other with honesty and compassion. And I think that's what the core foundation is.
So it's just basically love. Like, is there differences between men and women?
Of course there is. There's distinctions. The distinctions are what bring the spice, the variety, the flavor. The distinctions bring the variations, and the variations bring the perfection. But what man has been doing is focusing on the differences, making believe that differences make a difference.
So, Jack, when you talk to a woman, and I get what you're saying. When you talk to a woman, do you have a different, I guess, dialogue
Did you see how serious he got right there with the question?
As opposed to when you talk to a man such as myself?
Oh, I'm sure I
Do you have
probably
different
do.
thoughts? Do you have different intentions?
Oh, well, absolutely. Actually, let's be honest. We always have different intentions with each different experience. Each different person, each different moment brings different relationships.
Right. And obviously, men and women have uh, different functions. Like men are stronger; they can do tasks, but women have a strength of their own that they need to care and provide for. So they're more feminine, right? But do you also see that when, I guess you could say, the Western world, with the advent of feminism and women in the workforce, a lot of men complain, and I guess maybe I'm one of the men, in that you're afraid to be like to be your productive self in the workforce with women around, because now now this is just me doom pilled. I'm bringing the doom right now. I'm sorry, Jack. This is who I am. But the uh the women, from what I've observed, they usually like to socialize. They like to sit around and not really do much work. Where the man is like, has a goal in mind, and is steadfast and will achieve it at all means possible. Whereas a woman, just looks at work as just another place to socialize. So my
That
issue is that
that's
with the women and men working together doesn't really, there's a dysfunction there. You know what I mean? Like, women and men can obviously, they're important. Raised by a single mother. So
It's
what we
true,
need is,
John.
more than anything, is we need men.
well, John, we have had generations of confused men and women, and we
Yes,
have
I
today
agree.
we have the results of confused we have the results of children being raised by confused parents, parenting with confusion.
Or absentee. Don't forget that popular
Absentee.
one.
The
Yeah.
Yeah.
confusion is what creates the absenteeism, because this society has been brainwashed into believing that people are like things. You just throw them away.
Actually, Jack, I think I just like zeroed in on what I've kind of always been looking for the words for. Is like I thought you were gonna say their confusion was thinking they needed to be out in the rat race, like both parents 9 to 5, and the system did evolve to require that. But
That's
yeah, man, I
correct.
think that's where a lot of the absentee is from. Is like, yes, we procreated, but we got to get this paper. I got this career. We're not even really in love. We're just this team that's doing this. Like that's the confusion I see, with like the status quo. If you shy away from like the white trash, abusive, drinking parents, and all the different eclectic ways we fuck kids up.
Tom, you're
But yeah,
right.
but
Well, this society, let's say it what it is. This society has placed money above people.
or did
It
the
puts
individual? Let's all agree.
relationships pretty low. We're selfish with the circles of people we allow in. We're, real selfish about who's who's worthy and who's not.
But don't you have to protect your energy?
It's
You only have so
goddamn
much.
selfish people think there's a lack and think they have to, you know, protect
Or
themselves.
maybe they're just ignorant, Jack. Maybe they don't
Well,
That
let me
know.
back both of you
that
here
is
because
it's Both true.
I
Yeah.
would I would say on Moose's side, anything you have of value that can be taken, you have a certain level of responsibility to protect if you want to keep it, especially in a post government, like with no law enforcement. Your property is what you can manage to make your keep your property. But then with Jack's side, yes, I agree that energy can be an abundance because there was a lot of my life I felt low energy that only required a tweak in my mind state or like my idea of where I was, and then the energy just came naturally again. It was
Well,
like the no.
hey,
But
sorry.
before I get lost in this with you guys, I was just popping in to try not to derail, but to try and get some information. Like, first off, look for weird numbers because at 7 o'clock, the Law and Order thing is probably gonna pull people from different channels, and we all
So
can.
you came here to promote someone
No,
else?
no, no. I came to ask. There's two channels now. There's a new channel, and I don't know who it is. Give me a second to bring it up. But it's like both channels said they would be live streaming your channel. Neither one is. But I wanted to know what this new channel is. I don't know who's. It doesn't have like a person to it. It's just the channel's name. But it's doing what the other popular channel is.
What in the hell are you talking about?
I just want to know who is doing this new channel because it's doing the same thing as another popular channel at the same time. And I just wondered who it was as I came in here because I thought I was coming into Jack's show, but it was that title saying the Jack Calcott stream. I thought I was going to Jack's stream. But let me back out of StreamYard's screen. I don't think you'll be able to hear me, but let me find the name.
Who knows? You know what?
Is this why you put up with us, Jack? Is because you believe that you have an abundance of energy to deal with a bunch of misfits every day
I do. I'm
that you
so
disagree with? Yeah.
yeah. Well, see, I
Do
mean,
you do
let
you do you
here.
do you
Hold
view
on.
us do you view us as inferiors and you are superior?
No,
Hmm.
I view us as having different experiences, but but
But you can disagree with somebody, but you could still interact with them, right?
yes,
Okay.
yeah.
Just want to make sure.
Hey, actually, can we run with that? That was something. Actually, I'm sorry. There's so many things going on here.
Yeah, we can
Right,
run
I'm
with
just
it,
gonna get
man.
this off your plate.
Yeah, what's wrong
It's
with it?
called, if
Well,
anybody knows or has seen it, it's called The Willing Few, and it's just more of us split up to different channels. So I just wondered whose it was. And I was actually saying if you find me absent from your show, I told Henry that I'd be over there to check it out because it is like a
hey,
pilot run.
good for you. And actually, you know what? I thought that
If
is
you
kind
weren't
of
streaming,
funny.
I would have
The
invited you,
Law
but
and
since
Order.
you've already started, you know.
Yeah, maybe I'll end up there later myself checking it out.
And
I
But
I
think
think
that
I
don't
think
you think it'd be
creators.
a good honor to go over there?
Right, and I think hosts need to recognize, I know that feeling you can have of like the same way Paul feels like viewers are getting distributed when they shouldn't be. None of us can be
what
expected
are
to
we?
coordinate viewers like the
Okay,
broadcast
it
schedule.
doesn't matter, Tom.
But
Please.
you'd like, if you have creators you like, wouldn't you like to not disrespect them on purpose? Like I would
Right,
agree if you had a channel.
and that's why I briefly mentioned it, and we don't need to spend a whole bunch of
Right,
time.
right. No, Jack, I'm trying to say no one is in that energy. Like we all agree that yeah, just it's just random and crazy right now. Nobody's trying to play games. I feel
Uh,
like I have PTSD to where people are gonna assume I'm starting trouble because
I
of
think you
how we all
might.
came together, you know?
I think you
Yeah,
might, Tom. I'd like to help you with that.
No, I think we
I
all
think
have
you
it,
should
Jack.
be
I think
open to
we
that,
all have our own
Tommy. I think you
brand of
should be
what we
open to Jack
expect
helping
to
you
have
because that's
brought
what you're here
at us.
for. You came here today for Jack to help
No, it's
Moose,
fine. Hey, Tom,
not right now, Moose.
here, can I actually appreciate you bringing that. I didn't know that was happening, and who knows, dude? There's a lot of unusual things that have been happening in my life, online and elsewhere. So thanks for looking out. I don't know what's going on either, dude. So
Jack, that's and to say that's an understatement. Yeah, we all know each other in these digital streets, but even my person life is getting crazier the way the
Mhm.
online life things. It's like
Well,
the
Tommy,
plan
I've been
was
I've been explaining this, and I don't know what you do or don't listen to, but um,
no, the whole world is having this shift. Like I know
right,
you know that.
right,
As you know, he doesn't listen
right.
to anything, Jack.
I
Well,
listen to so much I'm not sure what we'll refer to.
well, I've been speaking directly about this, Tommy, that we are going through a divide, a quickening. There is a shift in humanity that is occurring right now. And so, what I've been trying to suggest to people is that we become a greater part of it. That's what I've been, I know I've been, I am turning my direction to trying to grow this channel. So please, for those who haven't subscribed, please do. Those who you think might benefit or enjoy these types of discussions. But
I would just suggest let's
To do
not
that for you
hard
because I have
define
I have a
like
little bit more energy.
this
Hold on,
shift
Tommy.
that everyone's
Tommy,
speaking on across
Tommy,
what
give me
moves.
just a second. All right, guys. Jack's out here doing this for 5 years straight, every single day
Okay,
lately.
yeah, that wasn't
He's
worth the
no,
mention. It's
Tommy.
just I'm about to break out. Let me say bye to Jack. Jack, I'm just saying the shift that we all agree is happening. Let's not be quick to like hard define it and let's ride it out a little because
let's work together to ride the wave. Let's make the wave. Let's create the movement. Let's
right.
be the force that changes and interrupts the shit show that's been going on.
I think that's what we're
That's what
inclined to
I'm
do.
talking about.
And
Let's go over to Lawrence and let's fix this.
no, Moose, you are free to do what you want. Let the people talk that we're talking. Like we see you there. We know you're here. Hold on. Go read those emails from earlier.
Well, what is your Tom? Are you staying or going? If you're gonna stay,
I'm about to go, but what I'm trying to get to when Moose was interrupting, I think I had two separate panel visits today where I'm very much
Hey,
on track to
you're
make the
doing good,
effort you're
dude.
talking
We
about like
appreciate you.
correcting this vibe in the channels. And I accept that I was accepted, like challenged on what they expected me to be coming at them with. And I'm like, no, this is all part of just we need to hash this out, recalibrate, get back to what we would be as all these channels if we didn't all meet each other in like a proverbial civil war. That
okay.
if
So what's the
question,
point?
I agree. Is what I'm saying is I agree, but I'm expecting that people I expect that people are gonna have a hostile reaction at first if we come at them like, hey, we're trying to recalibrate the norms
Okay, so
of all
let's
the
not do that. Let's just, you know, let's just go with the flow. You said you were taking off.
See,
Thank you, Tom.
Henry's here asking me what the fuck I'm doing still here. I made obligations to him. He's showing up looking for me at the other party. But yeah, man, I'll catch you on the next one. I said what I came
God,
to say.
don't let the door hit you in the ass.
Oh, Moose, are you trying to like keep a vibe to this that doesn't really exist in it? Like,
No,
could
I'm
possibly
just
I
saying
was
you've
talking to
been
Jack
saying
when
you're
you were out
leaving for
being
like
trouble and
5 minutes.
I got to be out by 7. I'm trying not to
Well,
stress Jack
Tom,
out,
hey,
but
Tom, we're there. He did it himself. Fuck. We can move on when someone shuts up, Tommy. I mean, yeah, we're being polite. You wanted to say what you said. You keep going on. All right, and now that's what I'm
Jack,
doing. Here we go. Thank you.
have you heard of the what is it? There's a breathing, the Heimloff breathing technique, I think it's called.
Wim Hof?
It's like yeah, it's like
Yeah,
I don't know, I don't know
it's
if
a
I'm saying it right.
beautiful technique, and it's been around for a long time, but he
We should
rediscovered it, as I understand, for himself. What's that?
yeah, we should do that every morning, and so that we have our energy centered and balanced, and
Hey,
we don't get. I get quick to anger too, Jack. I see you and me. I get quick to anger at times too. So I think that it's something that we should all do and see how
well,
our minds change and how they react to external stimuli.
Maybe we should.
here, for
I think it's
those,
a good idea, brother.
Thank you.
hold on. Hold on, give me just a moment here. And this is the Wim Hof
Wim Hof, yeah.
method. Guys, I highly encourage people, yes, investigate it. It's a very simple method
It's deep.
of breathing, but um well, God, sorry, I'm not the producer here. I'm
No,
learning
it's
this
good.
the producing stuff. But yes, this Wim Hof method, man. I I mentioned that previously, and it's a real simple breathing technique. I'm not a practitioner or instructor, but you just fill your lungs and allow it to release. And allow it to release over and over 30 to 40 times, and you will feel like the expansion of life, the energy force within you. Henry, welcome, brother.
Hey, I just
Producer,
want to come and show some support.
thank you for doing so. How have you been?
Busy but good.
Blessings. I'm going to turn your mic up just a little bit. Okay.
Okay, I didn't want to pull the conversation off. I'm just here to
No, thank you.
keep up and
And
listen and enjoying.
wonderful. And we won't put you on the spot, but and so I appreciate it. Thanks for joining. Um, John, what you said, the Wim Hof thing. Yes. See, this is where I'm nothing special. I just learned of these things, and all of these teachers are out there for all of us to learn from. There's different ways to breathe. There's different ways to eat. There's different ways to exercise. There's different ways to live than maybe what your parents or your cousins taught you how to live.
Yeah, sometimes I like eating on the couch.
Hey, this is our lifetime to live, and honestly, I encourage people find your way. Find your way to the way of your best life. And your best life is going to be experienced within your physical and emotional and mental state of being. So, hey, Jeffrey. Um,
Buddy.
well, so thank you for joining. Unless you had something to jump in with, Jeffrey. I
No, man,
was
go ahead.
well, I was honestly hoping for some feedback. What should I be doing? Um, should I don't know what you guys heard or didn't hear, but today I got the heads up that there's a union convention. My old union brothers and sisters are meeting here locally,
So go
and
grab a beer with them.
well, I don't know how I don't know how the I don't know how the interactions may develop because these people
Well, Jack.
believe some crazy fucking things.
Well, Jack, if you live stream it, you could have the support of the metaverse, and with the select few people such as I and Moose and maybe Jeffrey can maybe join you, and we can guide you through any interactions while you live stream it. So people do that. They go on the street and they like live stream like interactions with people. It'd be interactive. It'd be like trend setting for you in this sphere anyway. I always say be a trendsetter, and it seems like you kind of set a trend a little bit too, having a backstage um, conversation after the stream. I don't know any other streams that are like that right now. Anyway, they probably do it, but then people restreaming, like I'm just saying, you said it you said it a trend doing that, right? Having a backstage, right, and people restreaming
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
Yeah,
so it'd
dude.
be like
I got
Yeah.
some good clips from that one. Skid mark.
So, well, here's the problem, John. It seems that you want my life to be for entertainment, when the purpose of
It's not for
bringing-
entertainment.
All of our lives
No.
are to be humbled. You know, we share our experiences, we humble ourselves. And,
Okay, but Moose, maybe I don't know if you're ignoring or you're just not accepting or not. You're not understanding my perspective. Okay. These are people that by their choices, my 22-year career ended. These are also men and women who used to come to me and trust me. Now, the last time I actually was physically at the Union Hall, I had a guy, belly me out of the doorway, physically shoved me out of the building. So I've tried communicating with these people many times without a witness on my own, and that's where the idea did come from, is should I live stream it?
Absolutely.
It sounds like a really
Absolutely.
toxic situation for you, Jack. Are you sure you want to even involve yourself with any of that?
Jeffrey's
Agreed.
probably being the only one that's being genuine here. It's a really toxic situation.
Well,
Sounds like
my
there's a-
life,
That doesn't.
okay, my life is what it is, and the purpose behind entering in that toxic environment is to alleviate some of the past confusion.
Greetings, Pop Pop.
And
Thank you for
it
joining.
provides a path for me to pursue my goals, which was to achieve justice and try and pursue the goals like I've been stating in Washington, D.C. How you doing, brother Paul? Wizard.
Jack, I've seen people get arrested for cop watching on when they broadcast it, and they use it as evidence. So if there's any wrongdoing, if someone assaults you, you have that as evidence. So you don't necessarily have to have a panel, but like at least if you live stream it, you'll have evidence and you have witnesses here watching it that can vouch for you
Well,
possibly. But I don't know.
The
Just a
downside,
suggestion.
though, is I'm walking into a potentially toxic environment already, bringing in the new addition of a camera.
Dude, if I was you, I would not go. I
Yeah.
would just not go. It just doesn't sound like a good idea to me. Okay.
Okay,
What is
Honestly,
your
All right,
intention?
well, thanks, Moose. Yeah,
no,
I've
it's not.
received
It's not to be a
advice from
jerk.
a lot of quitters.
It's not
A
to
lot
be
of
a jerk.
a lot of quitters tell me to quit.
I'm not telling you to quit either. I just don't want you to be in a
No, that's-
situation that's bad.
All right. Well, I'm
Jack,
still
do you
trying
feel
to
like
That's
you need to
somebody-
like
What do you
good,
think, Jack
Moose.
No,
Talcott is going to live like you and the rest of these
Thank you.
punk ass cowards?
Thank you.
Hello, he's invested in a brand, Live Without Fear, and you want to like put fear on him? Not going to happen.
Come on, Moose.
That's true. You know what, Jack? I'm sorry for the disrespect.
Thank you. We've got a full
Jack,
panel, and actually more are still trying to join.
Let's hear from this rat Chuck in Tennessee.
Can you show your
Yeah, I
rat
was
face?
Somebody's got some. I got bad internet, but
You got bad breath.
energy all around.
Did you come up to tell us that? Okay.
What a dummy.
Dang, Pop Pop's angry tonight.
Moose,
Is that
you're a
Jeffrey
character.
Phillips?
But hey, Paul, welcome, brother. The honor is mine. Thank you. I mentioned you earlier. I was kind of hoping for someone who can think outside the box, doesn't think like a quitter.
Yeah, somebody who's really about something, not the rest of these punk ass, half ass cowards like Jeffrey Phillips, too. Took his video down. Made a video about me, made a thumbnail, said I was the king of all incels and all the rest of it, then took it down, you punk ass bitch.
I didn't take shit down. What are you talking about? It's got
You
800
took it
views.
down.
What are you talking about?
Anyway, that was the report. I didn't check. So if they're wrong, then my mistake.
You seem to take the word of people a little too often.
Oh, you know what?
Stop-
Sorry, I
stop
read that
being
wrong. No,
dumb.
sorry,
He was
I read
giving you
that
full
wrong. It's nobody
exposure,
watched
dummy.
it. It's you didn't take it down. Nobody watched it. Nobody cared. That was my mistake.
It's got 800 views.
Great job.
He was giving
Jeffrey,
you more exposure, dummy.
And he was doing progress, right?
Hey, where's
how
Annie
about-
been? She's conspicuously absent lately. Where's she been?
Whoa.
How long has that video been up? 800 views. How many days, weeks, what?
I think 5 years.
Right. So we're not going to find
Can
out
we-
what happened with Annie, but again, we were probably
Well,
right on the money. So let's just
can
move
we-
forward.
She's just
Let's come
another
back to that.
runaway.
We can come back to that topic at another time, if that's all right.
Absolutely.
Paul, hope you had a good day today.
Wonderful day today, Jack.
I missed, and I mentioned this earlier. I didn't mean to time the stream, and I recognize most people here come from you anyway. So, thanks for joining. The point I'm saying that is I haven't been paying attention. I don't know how your travels have been. I really don't know what's been going on. I've been exploring my path a little bit more lately, trying to figure out some things.
Right.
And today, I don't know if you heard, one of my buddies from the union sent me a message, giving me the heads up that there's a convention, the state convention is happening nearby. It's only about an hour away. And so the dilemma, the question I was trying to answer for myself today is, do I spend time trying to reconnect to those of the past? Or do I spend my energy focused on trying to connect to the new? Because you guys are the new, they're the
Looking
past.
to the past is always a great idea.
That's what I was thinking.
I thought we were living in the now.
Well, let's just watch all the agents of chaos come right out into the open all at once.
It's fascinating.
Right.
Jack, what do you intend to accomplish by meeting with these people?
I've already
Reconciliation?
explained it.
He doesn't
you wanna
have
prove
friends.
something
How
to
He
many
them?
needs
times do we have to
friends.
go over this, you fuck nut? What
That's
is this?
what we're
like,
here for. He needs friends.
just
John.
please, Moose, go take care of your child. It's screaming. It needs to be fed and clothed.
No, it's
Yes.
not. Don't say those things.
It's screaming.
Well,
So you're going to
I
go
hear
over
it.
there to make friends.
Here he goes again, Vance. And
John,
they wonder why these people, I want
John.
them all out of here.
Paul, I know, but here, hey brother, this is the lessons I've been learning. Patience, trust that there's a reason behind the madness. There's gotta be
Dude,
some
this is like the Justice League. We're all here for a reason.
right, but you don't know your reason. You're not paying
No, I know my
attention.
reason. You guys just
Well,
don't know how to
It's
utilize it
obvious.
right.
You interrupt and you keep trying to bring attention to you, claiming that you're helping Moose, but you're not.
Nope.
Yeah, Moose.
And it's not a
Well-
Justice League. It's more like the League of Extremely Ordinary Gentlemen.
Except for you. You're kind of inordinary.
Actually, there's some
Shut up, Jack.
extraordinary people that have gathered together, and I see, this is where I mean, Paul, I see so much potential in what could be, but I thought I had potential in the past too, and so it's like, where do you turn?
Well, if you never pick up the shovel, you'll never dig the hole, Jack.
Don't be surprised if you
You're
wind up getting
crazy.
thrown out of here, at least for a few
Thank-
minutes.
Yep, because You
Come
don't even
on, Jack. Don't take his advice.
I didn't
Oh,
I
really?
didn't give advice. I said don't be surprised. Up there you go.
He
I didn't
warned
give-
you.
I said don't be surprised if you find
Right.
your ass backstage to have to, get in time out for a couple minutes and refocus. You seem confused tonight.
And
You got to be quiet like me.
you. Oh man.
That fucking guy's on thin ice with you is one thing I know.
Yes, brother. Well, see, and thank you. Moose
I
wanted
thought
to.
we were looking to the future, man.